Live action. Yeah, we live action. Let's get it. Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes though. She like, ooh la la, we. They go, ooh la la, we like, ooh la la, we. They go, ooh la la, we. Okay, ooh la la, we. She like, ooh la la, we. Like, ooh la la, we. Ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop up out the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. That's my show. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, then really the question is, where you been? Because over here, we deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment, interviews sometimes, popavisms 101, and motivation. If that sound like something you can rock with, then before you usher to the left and hit stage left, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, smash that notification bell. So when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos. And if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, looking, but you know how I do. You know how I start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We clearly in the end game now. And that's the good tea right there. Shout outs to the sisters that, you know what I mean, hook me up with that. I'm drinking a little tea because my voice been a little, you know what I mean, a little shaky, a little nervous, a little hoarse a little bit. But you see the thumbnail, you see the title, and we clearly in the end game because getting ready to go see Doctor Strange, like now I'm Doc Strange in the range, like whoa. And was editing a little video because I wasn't planning on doing no show tonight. Oh no, I'm going to see Doctor Strange in about like another hour. Like, you know what I mean? Tony, there was no other way. And while I'm, you know, editing my video and shit, you know what I mean, getting excited, actually got WandaVision on in the back, the last episode, just to try to get some continuity on what's going on, you know, with the movie. And y'all know I'm a big Marvel fan, thus the background. You know what I mean? And while I'm starting to upload my video, I seen somebody in the comments, I was on somebody's channel, and I seen them say, you know, rest in peace, KeViNSamueLs. So, you know, people like to troll, and we are in the, you know, in the era of everything is trolling, etc. Blessings, blessings upon blessings. I said, damn, this shit, you know what I mean? You just like, nah, this shit ain't true. And I don't know if it's true or not. However, after seeing that comment, somebody else, you know, Kevin is the proclaimed godfather of the internet, or of the YouTube, you know what I mean? If you will, of the manosphere. And whether you agree or you don't agree, red pill, blue pill, pink pill, you know what I mean? He put the work in. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be extremely clear. Like when Joel Embiid want to hear the crowd, he put the work in every night on YouTube. 6 years. Then, you know, got to 1 million followers, which is very hard to do when you're not shaking your ass like, come on, baby, come on. And when you're not rapping about killing niggas and selling drugs and, oh, but you black. A lot of controversy, a lot of, you know what I mean? A lot of feelings. People is in their feelings. And you get people triggered. And then you start riling the people up. And then I got a quote Hove like, Bill O'Reilly, you only riling me up. And so the popularity grows. Then you got side people making channels about his content. And you had to, you know, give people a few strikes and say, yo, y'all got to hit me on the bat line, Jack. Like, you just can't be using my shit. And it's no knock to nobody because there's a lot of channels. Let's just keep it the buck like we do on POPAVIST TV. Full transparency. That means I can see you right. You can see me because my page is open. And you have somebody in the comments like, yo, he did a show last night. Like, niggas just really mad. You know what I mean? Because you don't know if it's real, if it's fake. They like, and then, you know, people come right back because it's like the comment wars. Like, I mean, nigga threw 2 stars, I threw 4 back. Jim Jones reference. So somebody like, yeah, he died after the show, like, but kind of like happy. You know what I mean? You could, even though, you know, people tell you, like, you can't read what type of emotions I'm putting in the text. You put exclamation marks and shit like that. But you kind of really can to a degree. And you can see that they, you know, like, was joyous that it might be true. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this nigga is dead. He died after his show. You know, I had seen another video, and this channel was dedicated solely to going against him. And you want to try, I understand that people want to try to fit a lane. Like, you know what I mean? Well, he doing this to women, so I'm gonna, you know what I mean, try to go against him to get some views. And he had, he said, who would have thought this would be, I seen the thumbnail earlier, but I really like kind of paid no attention to it. Even though I subscribe to the channel, that's, you know, it's just a subscribe. Just like on Instagram, it's just a like. Your lady get mad because you're just liking the picture. You're just liking and swiping. It's not that serious. But he had the Red Bull, and he had the picture of KeViNSamueLs, and he was like, "This, who would have thought this would be the, you know, the demise or whatever, like however he worded it." But I just kept scrolling, like didn't really pay no attention to it. Like I said, so I jumped in these comments. So the dude like is bullshit, and then somebody else like, nah, he died after the show. And you know, so now I'm jump on Twitter. Obviously, that's the gift that keeps on giving, and I'm seeing that he is trending. I said, damn, you know what I mean? And again, I don't know how to put all this shit up on the screen for y'all, but soon, we soon gonna do that. Because I see that's the wave right there. I want to show y'all what a nigga is looking at. But on my Twitter, trending top, you know, obviously, #2 trending. Well, is he #1 still? No, actually, Doctor Strange is #1, which we will be going to see. But he dropped down to 6. So I said, damn. And as I'm scrolling on there, you know, I be in these comments and well, what else? Right. I be running through these YouTube streets, running across these social media platforms, and they should have never let me. Like, yo, I'm here now. And that's a Cam reference. Confessions of Fire. I said, damn. Bitches, and I'm going to use that because that's what they call themselves. Sometimes I do too. Maybe mad, maybe triggered, or just feel like, yeah, y'all some bad bitches, and we going to call y'all some bad bitches. Bitches is happy. Women is happy. The sisters is happy, a lot of them. And I'll just say this. One, I'm not triggered by that. People is happy Jesus died. Allegedly, maybe, kind of, sort of. Because some people don't believe that he's dead. They believe, you know, that the Most High brought him up and that he going to come back the day before judgment and before we all out of here. So, a few things, you know, now that the news is coming out. They, you know, I went to O'Shea, Dude Jackson, back at it again. One of the channels that I follow, one of the channels that I like for the content, you know, the humor of it and some of the lessons that's in it. And I like with a lot of these men, that's why if you just tuned in and you don't know me, get familiar. That's #1. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. But when you go look at the other videos, right? Because I've been running through these YouTube streets for a little while now, almost over a year now. And the views are still low, and that's fine, because I'm doing this because I love to do it. But y'all soon going to catch up. Mark my words on that. But if you go back, or you've been rocking with the channel, then you know I came across the Manosphere a while back. Like when I found this channel, O'Shea, the Donathan Sharps, and, you know, Coach Greg Adams, like, and that's you. I came across all of these channels, and I didn't dub myself Manosphere because I'm not. I don't believe in men going their own way. No, I got a whole lady, like, you know what I mean? She's voluptuous. And she's a black woman. Shout outs to you, kiss. So, you know, I never believed in that. I've been married before, got divorced. I'm kind of teetering now in the sense that, like, the way that it's done here in the states and the courts, I don't believe it's for everybody. But my point of bringing this up is I only subscribe to some of the stuff. And the goods you should take and the bads you should leave. But I went to his channel, O'Shea, because obviously he kind of brought Kevin in, or brought him to the forefront, because KeViNSamueLs been running through these YouTube streets too for like 5 to 6 years, talking to men. And that's you. And that's you talking to the men about how they can build themselves up and achieve more and what they need to do to get their shit in order. Cause we men ain't we, right? Like the Manosphere daily highlights, we men ain't we, right. And everybody was crickets, like, shh, the boogeyman's coming, don't make a sound, he's gonna hear us. Nobody was saying shit. It's only until, the video I ran across, like a lot of y'all, when the lady came up on there talking about she makes 6 figures, got a baby father who she wasn't with, etc. And y'all know the rest. Average at best, you know what I mean? That's what she rated herself. That's what people overlooked in that video. Out of a lot of the stuff that people chose to take out of that video, she actually rated herself just pretty much average. And that's why he said, average at best. When you put your makeup on and you smear that shit on and you put them long ass eyelashes and you got the baby hairs, even though you're not a baby, you ain't been a baby in 25 years. And I'm being funny, but I'm not. I'm really not. People got really triggered and mad. And it's almost like DeaD's effect, like, woo, I'm steaming. Agony. Why is everybody always picking on me? They call me whips and chain. Yeah, right, like DeaD's effect line. People got real mad. People got real triggered. Then the flood waves came and everybody started taking notice. And again, he worked his ass off. So I went to O'Shea page only because I was like, all right, well, I'm not a reporter. I'm not a journalist. If it's true, he probably would know. And other people that shared his platform, who they got their little backdoor office shit with, I'm like, they gotta know. You know what I mean? And that's tea, but shit is kind of hot. This is orange juice and cranberry juice. And somebody is allegedly saying, and I didn't go to this page because I'm not following him, but Antoine Daniels, who he had on this show, saying that on his Instagram that is confirmed that he is dead. And again, you got people rejoicing because of the message, which ain't going nowhere, unfortunately. Sorry, ladies, I am Malcolm X. He's physically dead. Message is still here, although not a lot of people subscribe to it. So I will give you that for those that's hoping and praying, hoping, wishing, praying, and like the old school, the old school shit, hoping and wishing and praying. Yeah, y'all hoping, wishing, and praying that it just goes away. But I honestly, seriously, don't think it's going nowhere. In fact, I think like Hov on Forever Young, when he and as the songs and the fathers pass it down to their sons, and Hov will get younger every year, because the message not going nowhere. And again, people done literally, since I've been running through these YouTube streets, created channels after me. But I'm a different type of sandwich. Shout out to my boy Twan. Different type of sandwich. Dooney. Shout outs to Dooney. So I don't do what everybody do. I'm not follow, just go along, get along, and even that's Kwame. But it's true. I'm not one of those guys. So I've seen people that started a channel after me. And yeah, I'm going to say my shit is better. Yeah, it's better. They done took every single video this man did. Whether they hit him on the back line or not, because he did say, yo, you got to get permission. Like, before you start biting my shit and shine on it, before I get a chance to shine on my own shit, you shark biting niggas. Yeah, that's a reference to the Purple tape. Like, I don't want niggas sounding like me on no album. In fact, I don't want nobody sounding like nobody from my clan, because I'm going to approach you. Yeah, that's Ghostface. Shout out to the Ghost. Ghost Deanie. Literally, wait for him to do a show, then come put his whole face and clip, and then just really give a reaction. And again, it's no shade to these individuals, you know what I mean? Because you have women as well just going against what he's saying. So you wait for him to drop some jewels, then here you come try to flip it and bounce it on some bullshit. And I'm being funny, but I'm not. I'm only pointing that out to say every single video, you got his name in your title. Every single video, you're doing a reaction. Every single video, you're regurgitating the same shit that he just said for an hour and some change on his live. That's all people really did. And I'm not knocking them. Because they just the mere fact of the mention of the name, the algorithm goes up. The boosting goes up. So now their channels is popping. It's almost like they're, dare I say, authoritative figures on some of the shit he was kicking. All they doing is just flipping it and bouncing it. And again, I'm not mad, but I also say that to say, because there's no hate over here. I do what I do it how I like to do it, and if you rock with me, good looking. If you don't, then, oh well, exits that way. But hit the subscribe button anyway, because it's not going to cost you nothing. Go that way. I said on POPAVIST TV, we not setting ourselves on fire. We not cooking no hamburgers on the side of the Brooklyn Bridge just to get niggas to tune in. You either rocking or you're not rocking. And that's that. And that's you. The point is this. The meshes ain't going nowhere. Just like they was biting and jacking and shit and taking every little thing he said and flipping it and bouncing it. What you think they're going to do now if the rumors or the news is true that he has passed? But let's address the people that's happy now. People that's in happy land. And y'all know how it be like when it comes to those winner chicken dinners, because that's your money, son. When I lose, oh man, I be steaming. Agony. I be like Evans in Good Times, like damn. I be super mad, even if I lose $20. And then when you in Buffalo Wild Wings on a Sunday fun day, and niggas see who you rooting for, and you lose and they ain't got no money on the game, like literally I be like, bro, go that way. Like I really don't want to be bothered. But I'm gonna say this to y'all, because I'm not gonna rain on your parade. You could be happy and be joyous all you want. And I'm saying this lightly and I'm being funny, but I'm not. What you wish on the others, come to you. You're not exempt. You think you hiding behind your little tweets and your little shit you putting out. You know, I seen one person like, yeah, you think we supposed to be, what's the word she said? Damn, it's a female, obviously, one of these black chicks, right? She like, you think we supposed to show grace? I think that's the word she used, grace. This is what she's saying. This is her thinking. You think we supposed to show grace to a black dude that was a misogynist, that was putting down women in his time of death? No, sweetie, we just expect you to shut the fuck up and go sit down and have several seats, because you don't get nothing out of voicing that out there. All you get is you throwing that out there into the universe. A lot of people don't believe this, but go ask anybody that's rich and successful and ask them some of the steps, because it's a lot of steps to get in there. And that's why everybody don't make it, because niggas be trying to skip steps. Like you don't want to get up at 5 in the morning, like hop up out the bed, where's the bread? Like, really, where's the bread at? You don't want to do that. You want to sleep late. And a lot of other stuff. You don't have no discipline, but the point is, you skip steps, you don't get it. But one of the steps is, you got to be disciplined. You got to be looking and giving affirmations in the mirror. Like successful people, they wake up, they look in the mirror, they say, I'm going to close that deal today. I'm going to run into the right person today. God's going to bless me today. I'm going to find a way. They say these things over and over every day until it becomes habit. So you, young lady, that's like, yeah, you think we're supposed to be gracious and bow out gracefully on some whole shit? No, we just expect you to be quiet, because who honestly roots on be happy that somebody dead just because you disagree with him, just because he might have said some shit that got you vain? Maybe he was talking about you and you a PhD but you're lonely and you got 8 cats in your house. And this is another side note, because you know, like when you buy a car, you want that BMW, that 6, that 7, you want the range truck, you know what I mean? You sitting in the bins and you Doctor Strange in the range. And I'm going to see Doctor Strange in a few minutes. I'm going to be out of here. I just wanted to talk to the people real quick. And that was a woman. You supposed to just be quiet, because this is why, right? When you get a brand new car, right? You got the Benz you want. And this is for everybody. You like it, you vet it, you say this is what I want, woo. But what happens when you get in your car and you drive it off the lot? You notice everybody got that shit, right? Like you be like, damn, she got the shit I got, he got the shit I got. You checking out what model they got, because you now you became conscious that obviously you know they make more than one car. But before you actually own the car or lease the car, you don't really see it like that. You're not really conscious of it. It's almost like a veil was lifted. So I'm only bringing that up to say this. I did taxes for 5 years when I came home. Like for the people that's tuning, you don't know me, you get used to me, hit the subscribe button. Now the angel been up top a few times, unfortunately. But one of the first gigs that I got when I came home in 04 was working doing taxes. Went there, took the little test, took the bank job test too, but they was like, nah, you got guns on your record. You know what I mean? You can't have these type of jobs. So I settled for the tax preparer. You know what I mean? And this is early on, and we was doing the free taxes in Harlem on 125th the biggest spot, and we literally was serving like 300 to, I'm gonna say max 300, definitely anywhere between 160 to like 300. And you know, we had a lot of good workers, and I was one of them, doing, you know what I mean, a lot of people a day. But I'm only bringing this up to go back to the cats and the ladies and the old ladies, and the car bringing it up to say, damn, you know this shit when you become aware. You know how many people, women, taxes that I done, felt sorry for them. Even some gave money out of my pocket. This is no cap, fresh haircut, no cap, full transparency. Because I felt so bad thinking about my moms and my grandma, even though they wasn't in the same position, even seeing myself in the future like, damn, I hope I'm not like this. Coming in there with their SSI, with their disability for $6,000 a year, $12,000 a year. Some of them that got the most money, maybe like 15, 17,000 a year. So that's your whole savings for the whole year. Anything outside of that, if your family not looking out for your husband, and some women had husbands that passed, they was getting pensions. All of them wasn't just sob stories. But I'm only bringing this up in light of KeViNSamueLs, maybe possibly sort of being dead, and not threatening women, but showing them the future. Like, it's a circle. Like, this could be you if you don't learn how to work on yourself, find the right partner. And I kid you not, this is no cap. Sit there, come give me their little SS disability shit. And, you know, when I'm talking to them, you know, I got to get the ID, I got to get your social, I need your address, I need your W-2s, I need all your information, everything. And that's how I bagged a lot of joints too, keeping it a buck. Fresh home savage in the workforce. You see all their information. And they get to talk with you, and, you know, I was much more, you know what I mean, fit then. And a lot of them told me that they ate cat food. Not only that they had fucking cats, but that they had to eat cat food and tuna fish. And again, I felt bad for some of them. And I kid you not. I said, damn, I'm not lying to you. There's no need to. I said, damn. But now when you fast forward like days of future past, 2022, this was in 04. That's 18 years ago. 1, 2, 3, ABC. Oh, I got my GED up north in Elmira, and I'm not a PhD like some of them women that's happy that he might be dead. And you say, damn, he like, you better get a cat. You better, what you like, a dog or a cat? Now I see everybody with that same car I got. I said, damn, I remember doing taxes. I remember seeing these ladies that was 57, 40, I mean, well, not for 63 and, you know, over the retirement age or being forced to retirement, or some of them working at McDonald's, or some of them having security jobs, but they really old and they don't really want to do that shit. They only got to do it because nobody's really there to look out for them. And I used to ask them, like, you don't got no kids? Or, you know, obviously you can't claim kids when you're that age. It doesn't benefit you. You don't get no earned income credit. You don't get any benefits from it. And they're like, yeah, my son is married, or, you know, my daughter's moved down south, or whatever the stories was. Again, it's 18 years ago. But I remember sitting there talking with these ladies. So my thing is, whether you agree with him or not, as far as you're going to be one of those women that get a cat, why are you happy that he dead? And then even this, can't tell you who to be happy for or what to be happy about. Why would you get on social media and put that out there for you? Because it only comes back like a circle. Like, reverse it. Don't be whipped by the pussy. Whip that pussy. Yeah, like Witherspoon from Boomerang. Rest in peace. When it comes back to you, you're going to have nobody to blame but yourself, because we all have stuff that we, you know, inwardly, at least myself, it's a lot of shit. I'll say this, and I quoted this a lot on the channel, because it's good nasiha, which is advice to live by. At least in my opinion, it's been working for me. The Islamic faith teaches you, if you see a wrong, number one is for you to stop it, if you physically can. If you're in a position of power, like that show Money, son, I Got Money, 50 Cent reference. If you're in a position of power and you see a wrong, you're supposed to physically stop it, if you built like that. If you can't stop it, then what you're supposed to do, the number two thing is to speak out against it. Speak out against it if you're not in a position, or you don't got the numbers, or you just not in a position like, I'm not throwing myself out the window to get caught up. I'm just going to speak out about it. Don't do this. Don't do that to that girl. Leave that boy alone. Or leave, you know what I mean? And the last thing that you should do, if you can't do number one or number two, is hate it in your heart. You know what I mean? Because you're not in a position to do nothing about it. So I'm only bringing that up to say, Even if you disagree on 1,000th power, like, yo, fuck that nigga. He talking about, my cousin was on the show and he made her feel like shit. Okay, that might be true. Why are you getting on social media to let everybody know your thoughts? That you actually happy that this man died, if he passed, right? And the thing is, when you can just be silent, just shut the fuck up, have several seats, joyce in your own little moment, and be happy with it, and then go to sleep on it, wake up, you might not feel that way. But once you throw it out there for the universe to grab it, because that's what happens. People talk about it, they put power in motion, words is power, even though they tell us like sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you, even though we know words from little kids all the way up to you an adult have a profound impact on you. Quick example, take two kids, A and B. B is from the ghetto, but a rich family gets them. The babies is switched. Baby B goes to the poor family. When you keep hearing you smart, you intelligent, you beautiful, you this, you that, you internalize that. When you hear I should have swallowed you, well, I mean, should have had an abortion, shouldn't have had you, stuff that some of us hear. Unfortunately, you ain't no good, you gonna be like your father, you ain't shit, you're stupid. You internalize that, and though you may not, walk through your whole life feeling that way, you meet some adults when they get older, and when you're talking about trauma, you trying to release pain, and you sharing with your compadres, with your comrades, with your girls. You bring up shit from your past and say, damn, I remember my mom used to tell me I was a nasty bitch, or I left my tampons in the bathroom for my brother to see, or I remember, when I first got pregnant, even though I shouldn't have got pregnant at 17, and my mom's was going in on me. That don't just go away. You may suppress it, still become a PhD. You may still go on to be and do successful things, but it's still there. Why? Because sticks and stones, man, they may hurt your bones, but words can and do affect you. I don't know why adults don't tell kids that. I don't know why we don't speak more truth to power. But again, I'm a little hyped up, and Bill O'Reilly, you only rally me up. I'm not triggered. And I'll say this too. This is why you don't hold. See, I was watching a live whole grown man crying, and I can't tell him how to feel about KeViNSamueLs, AkA the Godfather. But I'm sure he don't know him. Just like I don't know him. I only know him, through the videos, like y'all. Crying. Like, what I mean? When you see Michael Jackson, and this is Thriller, people is just crying out, and Prince and our biggest stars, and people cry that they don't know. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, when these things happen. When you see just thinking of that, when you see the George Jefferson episode, when Martin got killed or whatever, and, obviously they're showing you what people was going through at that time. People that never met him, never knew him, but just broke out and cried, and obviously Malcolm, they say he gave, the black man, they manhood back. Some people believe Kevin did that. I don't believe that for me. I always grab my nuts. I may not always did it in the right way or knew exactly what I was doing. I had to find my way, but never was a sucker. Probably did some stuff probably will take back. We all got to learn to live with regrets, but he wasn't the voice for me. I been was going to run the household that I'm in. I been was going to move how I was going to move, and I didn't learn that from him. But shouts to the people that didn't know that, yeah, you don't got to just accept no fat, out of shape joint just for the fact that they got a box. Nah, you don't got to accept that, dog. You fit, you work out, your credit's good, you don't want no women that ain't got no kids. There's nothing wrong with that, but, because a lot of people, or a lot of women, we should say, fit that category, a lot of them was mad. When they say, yeah, we don't want all that weave and all, you looking like Transformers, and how you doing? Wendy Williams, how you doing? You looking funny in the face? You ain't want to hear it? Cool. Brothers still have a right to have standards and weigh their options. And although it may be a little harsh and tough on the ears, so fucking what? Who is you to get on social media and be happy and be joyous that this man lost his life? He ain't touch no kids. He ain't rape no women. He ain't do no Ponzi scams. He ain't really do shit, but really just look like work hard. And I really say, but him and O'Shea, they probably some of the hardest working men on the YouTube sector that I've seen and noticed. Like, 'cause I got to, like I tell y'all, hit the notification bell. So when I upload the videos, you get alerted. I got the notifications on. And just because they pop up don't mean I always look at it right then and there. But when I say it's always a video from O'Shea popping up, it's always some shit from KeViNSamueLs going live on YouTube, then jump on Instagram, then you see a TikTok promotion. You're like, damn, this nigga's everywhere. 1 million followers. He did it from the bottom to the top. Any person that's working on themselves or can respect hard work, you gotta salute that. Like how you do when you he hit him like, yeah, you gonna die alone, and he used the motherfucking music from the military. You gotta salute that because it's hard. It's not easy. I'm nowhere near on their level, and maybe one day I will be. Who knows? I'm gonna keep coming with the real, keep, you know what I mean, POPAVIST TV going, and I'm not getting paid for this shit. You know what I mean, fortunately, otherwise I'll be homeless. You know what I mean? Because I don't get no money off this. But the point is, I do it because I like it. But the thing is, even in my little spaces, and I got almost 400 videos on YouTube now. You know what I mean? I'm working, but I'm not working as hard as they're working. And the point is, even a little bit that I do, I say, damn, they tripling my shit. So I gotta respect what they doing. I got to. And again, if you on any type of level of elevating and striving towards excellence, you gotta respect that at least, whether you agree with the message or not. You know how hard it is that every time you go to YouTube, it's a new video from one of your content creators for you to get away from whatever you doing and get some game, get some entertainment, get some laughs, get some giggles, get put up on some new information. It's hard to do that because I done went some days without putting up videos like, oh no, I don't feel like it today. My back hurt. I just did 100 miles and running on the treadmill, or something happened in my family, or you know what I mean, woo woo woo, or ah. Today is just not the day. I know I'm not gonna have that feeling to come bring y'all. Feel me? And so I'll be like, I bow out gracefully. With them, it's not like that. You can just pop in. It's gonna be a video from O'Shea. It's gonna be a video from Kevin. You know what I mean? And that just shows the work ethic. And that's really all he was saying. And I'll end with this because I'm going to see Doctor Strange. I'm going to be Doc Strange in the range, like, whoa. You can see, like, from that average at best video, the harshness. He listened to the ladies. He listened. He called Nicki Minaj a 9. I couldn't believe it. Thought he was going to keep it all the way gully with her. Like, nah, you ain't no 9. She said she was a 7 herself. You can see that he kind of stopped. You know what I mean? He had more people on Facebook groups, people getting married, allegedly, maybe, kind of, sort of. I don't know if they got married or not. This is what he was used to say. You can see he tried to change that narrative of being an asshole or, you know, just talking crazy to women. Obviously got a mom, he's got a daughter, even though I don't think that's his real daughter. I think that's his stepdaughter. That people was trying to say, he ain't even paying child support. It's like his daughter is grown and she not from his nuts. Whole stepdaughter, you know what I mean? And I know what that's like. How dare you expect me to do something the child's not even mine, and I stepped in and did what I ain't even have to do. Who the fuck is you? You know what I mean? But people try to spin that narrative, the gay narrative, and it just goes to show you that the last link, because I said, we out of here. You never know when it's going to be your time right. What I'm going to say, when you out of here. Your record deal, your video out of here, your Range Rover, Mercedes Benz, all that shit out of here, your YouTube and your fame and all that shit out of here. And like Nas said, Richmond died and tried, but none of it worked. They just robbed your grave. I'd rather be alive and paid before my number's called, history's made. Some will fall, but you know what I mean? Like, he made history, you can say what you want, but what's going to be your legacy? For the people that always, like Thanos said, I hope they remember you. Like, you know me? Tony Stark said, you know me? He said, I do. You're not the only one cursed with knowledge. And then right after he stabbed him, was trying to finish him, before Doctor Strange said, no, there was no other way. He said, I hope they remember you. And I quote that a lot on this channel, because even in times of death in a person, with my family or people I really know and I know, real life, not just through the screen, KeViNSamueLs, I don't know him at all. So I'm not crying and broke up. I condolences to his family if it's true. But in the real life, I think about, damn, how will I be remembered? Because I know if this is the last video I do, and I go out like him, if it's true, like he did a video last night, then you out of here. Your record deal, your YouTube channel, your 1 million subscribers, that shit out of here. Well, the news, especially if it's some street shit, somebody try to violate and I had to defend myself, you know what they gonna spin the clip and say about the kid? That's why I put it out there. Like, I'm not an angel. Yeah, I've been up top a few times. But you know what they're going to say? They're going to say, Leon Rolak. Oh, real name. And all that shit is in the description anyway when you hit me on the bat line for business to get your credit right. Because I don't just do YouTube. This is a hobby. I do other stuff. They're going to say Leon Rolak, been to prison, armed robbery, did this, did that. You know what I mean? They're going to paint me as the bad guy. Like some, you know, a criminal or an ex-criminal. Not Uncle Leon, not a good friend, not a good person that'll go in his pocket, not somebody that kept it a buck, kept it honest, you know what I mean, made you laugh sometimes, you know what I mean, like give good credit, stuff like that. They gonna say, nah, this nigga been to prison a few times, shot at people, you know what I mean, did stuff to people, so they gonna say stuff like that. If I was to get into some function and somebody end up finishing me off, that's what they're gonna say. So that's why I always say on the channel, and shout outs to Hi, Hello Hi. You know what I mean? For sure. I always say, watch what you put up on your last video. And I really mostly say it to the chicks because they always shaking their ass like, come on, baby, come on, baby. Then you die in a car accident. Nobody got your password or none of that. And then that shit is just spinning on the internet forever. The last memory of you was, and people may say, well, she died, you know, she was having fun. And I get it, because you can't just live like a monk. But this is the stuff we always put. And I was just at Ricardo's the other night when it was the fast. It was the girl birthday, I don't know, a light-skinned joint. When they brought the cake out and all that, instead of her just humbly, you know, taking her birthday and everything, when they put, go shorty, it's your birthday, we gonna party, she got right up, food in front of the table, was other people sitting there, and started shaking her ass. It's like titties popping out, no bra. And I said, damn it, man. You know what I mean? You die tomorrow, this is what we gonna remember. And so Kevin, if he is dead, you know, because it ain't been confirmed yet, even though people closer to the situation than I am saying that it's true. Did a video last night and I didn't catch it because I don't watch all his content. I don't catch every show, even though the notifications is on. It is what it is. But the point is, prepare for your death. Because you're not invincible. You're not a god. You will never be a god. You're going to die too, motherfucker. And so am I. And the thing is, like in the movie, like, is it going to be the devil flying over your casket or is it the angels? You a foul motherfucker? Are you a low-down, greasy, ain't piece of shit ass nigga? Or you a good guy, a good woman? You a good person trying to get better? Who are you and what's going to define you when you go? And the last thing, Islamic, because I was just talking about this, and somebody was online like, we still waiting for the Antichrist, and this is an Islamic belief that it will be the Antichrist who comes and act like they Christ or act like they the Messiah. And you see a lot of people pop, people like KeViNSamueLs, Hassan, other people they name, the people that get popularity real big, and then the belief is that the real Jesus, Esau, son of Mary, peace and blessings be upon him, is gonna come and slay him, and then after that is Judgment Day. Like Tony, there was no other way. We know it wasn't Kevin. He wasn't the Antichrist because Jesus ain't kill him. And did he get murdered? 57, seemed to be in good shape. I know he drank a lot of Red Bulls, 3rd-degree black belt. Pretty much you can't see the inside of somebody's body. I don't know if he smoked cigarettes, if he did drugs, if he was, I mean, one of them white line runners. We don't know, but they're saying cardiac arrest? Damn it, man. I'll be on the treadmill doing 5 miles anytime I could do it. 2 to 5 miles so I can stay, my heart can stay good. I don't really care if everything else ain't 6-packed up, but at least the heart is working. Say cardiac arrest? Damn, didn't this motherfucking train killer, the train dude that shot people up, say KeViNSamueLs is going to get killed? Did he say that? He said Hassan was going to get killed by the gang niggas, right? I think he did say that. I probably got to go back and look at the clip, but if this is so, you start to say, damn, what the fuck is going on? And I'm going to leave it with that. Hopefully the shit is not true and he do it live tonight. Like, psych, motherfuckers. Y'all thought y'all was going to get me up out of here that fast? It's not going to be a Red Bull that do it. It's going to be something else. And if it is true, rest in peace to him. You know, condolences to his family. And, you know, and love to all the, I won't say followers because you start thinking people as prophets and messengers and shit. But, you know, good positive energy to the followers. I said one was crying online, like he crying, like he really lost somebody in his family. Or maybe he did something for him and helped him get up out of that hole he was in and see his self-worth as more than what people was painting it to be. And a lot of us need to do that anyway. You know what I mean? And stop walking around like, woe is me and you can't do nothing. You can do it if you want to do it. And I'll end with that because I'm about to go see Doctor Strange Part 2. You know what it is. It's your boy, POPAVIST. Y'all was just tuned in. POPAVIST TV. That's my show. I'm live. I'm rolling. I'm unscripted so I can just do what I want. Yes, we authentic. That feeling. Back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.